Tech Tea podcast where we decode how tech leaders are shaping the future one smart decision at a time. I am a host Divya Giri, executive editor at India IT 360, and today I'm excited to have Mr. Yogiraj Pattani, CISO at SarvaGram, joining us. He's a leader who brings clarity to complexity, especially in a time when the rise of AI is redefining cybersecurity. In this episode, we'll chat about how AI is becoming the front line of enterprise security, the real risk of AI powered attack, and how to stay ahead, and why the human element in cybersecurity still matters more than ever. So grab your tea because this one's brewed strong. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you, Divya. Thanks
And
for having me.
yeah, before we move ahead, can you share your professional journey, like key moments that shaped your tech leadership?
Yeah, sure. As you know, I have experience over a decade, and there are various fields with I worked. So I started my career with a homeland security, then I shift to a healthcare department, then I shift to US and US and UK marketing. And now I'm finally convinced to the BFSI and fintech services. So yeah, it's a mix of regulatory and non-regulatory companies. So yeah, it is like a roller coaster ride for me.
Okay, that's really great. It's always inspiring to hear how a blend of experiences lead to such a strong strategic mindset around tech and security. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask, you have had a diverse journey leading cybersecurity initiatives across sectors. What experiences have most shaped your view on the evolution of AI in security today?
Okay. Yeah. Correct. So as I mentioned you that in starting off my career, I start with homeland security. So at that moment, the AI was not that big thing. But yeah, as my journey passed, as I changed my career, as I changed my companies, as I changed my regulatory graph. So one thing I noticed that what previously only cybersecurity means, okay, let's block the attack, let's identify a rule-based attack. For example, firewall. Firewall just said, okay, just allow X person, Z person is not allowed. So that's more of rule-based attack. But now the rule-based attack is not that simple. And now the technologies grow, the organization's complexities grow. So we need to identify something new. We need something new as per technology space. So that's the first thing when I first came to know that okay, AI is there. So that's the first thing that got my attention. And one more incident is there that in my one of my previous organization, there are a behavior-based analysis attack. So the AI user behavior analytics attack. So we when we implement that AI tool, so we got an alert which is very low risk error alert, and it was in our system from quite a long time. But as soon as we implement the AI tool, it's flagged that we got that okay, there is a something risk, and we identified, we worked on that, and that the risk was actual risk. It was not false positive. So at the time, I understand okay, the future is AI. We don't in cybersecurity field, AI is the must having tool. It's a protector of cyber threats.
That's great. That gives a great lens into how much the mindset around security has evolved with the tech. What were the key business drivers or operational challenges that influenced your decision to explore AI-driven security solution? Would you say it was more of a forward-looking strategy or a response to specific industry threats?
Correct. It is definitely proactive decision. It was not that we got something and we came into the AI. Yeah, definitely it is proactive decision. So nowadays, as I mentioned, nowadays the environment of organization is more complex. Previously, there was a one office, there was a set of servers, and there is a set of laptops, and there is a set of users. But now there is a multiple offices, multiple cross functions, multiple user, more applications, multiple endpoints, and more the complex thing is third party integration with our application. So by this huge amount of endpoints, or I can say attack surface area, So security alerts is also increased. Yeah, that is also correct that all security alerts or alerts are not security alerts. Some are false positive, some are false negative. But yeah, there is a lots of data to process at a one time. So security team is not able to identify real threats. They are not able to identify what are the false positive and what are the true positive. So that is the main thing what I found. And second thing is regulatory expectations. So as you know, there is a RBI, there is a SEBI, there is a certain now the DPDP has also come. So they have lots of common thing and they have lots of different point of view to see threats, how they wanted to treat cybersecurity and uh, how they wanted to create a plan for cybersecurity. So you must have known that certain and say, RBI said that if there any major incident, you should inform us within a 6 to 8 hours. So we have only 6 to 8 hours to identify incident in between all this false positive alerts, identify incident, block the incident, and also we need to inform our regulatory bodies. So yeah, these are the main key things and proactive uh, approach that okay because of this we should go with the AI. It's more risk based approach, not the reactive based approach.
That's really valuable insight. Sounds like your approach was both strategic and timely, especially
Correct.
given how fast the threat landscape shifts. So, AI is powerful, but implementation is often tricky. What were some of the biggest infrastructure or data related challenges your team faced while deploying AI-based threat detection or monitoring tools?
Correct. That's actually very good questions. So I break this question into two parts. If I am a company who is working in a traditional method, so for them it is very difficult to implement and to integrate AI tool within the existing system. But if I'm if I'm building a company from scratch, so it is bit easy for me because I know how AI works, what is the path of AI. So most the difficult things comes into the existing company with the legacy system and with the legacy data. So from data, the data quality and consistency is the main thing what we face an issue. So there is a lots of system, there is a lots of back data. So all data are not in same format. So for example, there is a platform. The cloud platform stores data in a different way. Endpoint it stores data in different way. Previously, we note down something on the notepad. So that data convert into a digital format. So the format is different. It is not similar to cloud. So main thing is the data quality and consistency. If we have a clean data, if we have consistent data, the AI output is very good. The second thing what I see challenge is infrastructure readiness. So in legacy system and in legacy departments, so infrastructure is not that good. For example, we have some system which is a core system and a legacy system. So integrate AI with those system is bit difficult and bit challenging because when AI integrate with the existing system, it will read lots of data, it process lots of data. To process lots of data, we need infrastructure like we need a high powerful servers, we need a network throughput in high availability and all that kind of stuff. At that time, we also need to integrate the legacy system with our ticketing tool or threat detection tool or some other tool which are help us to identify and resolve that threats. So that is the second thing. The third thing is which I just mentioned, ticketing tool. So alert actionability. So we know that this is the threat. What do we need to do on that particular threat? What are we going to do with the that risk or that alert or the ticket? We don't know. So until unless the data of alerting data is not clear, so we cannot define actionable of that particular item. So yeah, so as soon as we have a clear data, okay, this is the endpoint, this is the type of risk, and this is the action you need to perform. So this is three things. All things are in place, but one more thing, if we set up all of these things, that one thing is missing, the cultural shift, the traditional mindset. We need to change our traditional mindset because some people are, it's like, okay, uh, they are using AI to monitor us, they are using AI to make our job difficult. This is the that's cultural shift we need to stay in our mind.
Okay, yes, infrastructure always plays a huge role behind these scenes. It's good
Correct.
to understand the real world friction that comes with implementing AI at scale. So, since implementing AI powered tool, have you observed tangible improvements such as faster breach response, reduced noise and threat reduction, or improved risk visibility?
Yes, correct. So I have few examples. So we implement AI in user behavior analytics tool. Okay. So we previously identify, AI will not disclose the number, but we identify, for example, X amount of alerts, but 90% of alerts are false positive. So we eliminate alerts by manually checking those data. This is first thing. But when we implement AI tool, so AI tool identify those false positive, remove those false positive. You don't believe, we decrease 60% of false positive event at the first level. So 60%, if you go with the larger environment, 60% is a huge number. And if you see that the number, uh, the 60% required around 10 to 15 people to work 24 by 7 on just analyzing it, not taking action. So now I'm talking about the taking action on those for true positive alert. So true positive alerts is also identifying and we need to take action on timely manner. We spend time to identify alerts. Till that time, the attacker comes, do his work, and just went off. So timely identification first, and second, we decrease our response time with around 60 to 70%. So it's a huge gap, and regulatory requirement are so strict on the response time, as I mentioned earlier, that 6 hours and 8 hours. So this is very helpful for that also.
Got it. So, in an environment where AI is watching everything from user behavior to anomaly detection, how do you maintain employee trust and ensure transparency?
Correct. Yeah. This is one of the major challenge what we face in various company. So when we say AI, so the first thing comes to my mind that okay, AI will come and got my job. So I'm become a jobless. So it's not like that. So first thing I need to understand and I need to explain them to for what purpose we get AI into the picture. AI is to protect us, not to monitor the people or not the unnecessary, not to create unnecessary chaos. Our goal is to secure environment, not to breach anyone privacy or something like that. So this is the first thing. So we clearly explain what is the tool, why the AI tool is there, what are the pros and cons for the AI tool. This is what we explain the our people. Second thing, we design AI tools implementation by designed by privacy. So we always keep in mind the privacy of our people, privacy of our customer, privacy of our regulatory compliance requirement. So it's absolutely necessary to collect all the data, but it's not necessary to collect the PII data, or it's not necessary to collect some personal information uh, which is not what I can say, which is not used to collect, and we can use that in different format. So we involve HR team, we involve legal team, we involve uh, compliance team to form a policy that with this AI tool, we have a set of rules. We'll design this tool by using this set of policy and set of rules, and we'll use this AI tool for this purpose only. That's all. And one more thing I'll like to say, that awareness session. Awareness session is not that what is not like the tool is using this, but we also share the how tool uh, help us to detect threats. So every month or every quarter, we publish a result that okay, previously when the AI tool was not there, we identify three alerts, and now the AI tool is there, we identify and log the 10 alerts. So this is the output of AI. So by this number, people are gaining more trust into a AI tool and into a security team. And one more thing, the human in the loop model. So this is something what we need to focus on. So AI is there, but to run this AI, there is always a human behind it. So we need to also explain our team member or our people that okay, this is tool, but this is one of the tool, but one of your team member is running this tool. So by open on this all this point, the people gain interest on me, us, and the AI tool also. Yeah,
That's great. That's such an important point. Transparency often gets overlooked when we focus too much
correct.
on tech
Yes,
performance. So my next question is, cyber criminals are getting smarter with AI, like crafting phishing attacks, deep fakes, or evasion techniques. How do you envision the next phase of AI versus AI in cybersecurity?
correct. So it is. I already gave the answer in the previous question that human in the loop. So
Yeah.
in cyber security world, the criminal is also using the AI. They identified, okay, what is the behavior pattern of the any organization or of any tool? If they identify, I am using X tool for blocking the attack. He knows the tool name. He knows the vulnerability of the tool. He craft his package or he craft his technique according to the tool. The second thing is phishing attempt. So you already know that what kind of email security tool we are using. So previously it was like, okay, I have this setup to do whatever you do, you cannot do anything or something like that. Now it's more like chess. For each and every step, we need to change our strategy. It's a dynamic strategy, like strong identification, verification, uh, behavior analytics, and human judgment should be there in the system. For example, uh, uh, attacker start with the X attack, and now he knows that okay, if I success in X attack, there is a second step of Y. So we need to proactive enough when they perform an X attack, and we know that the next step is Y. So we have to block that Y signatures, or we have to stop that Y loophole in our environment. So yeah, this is the this is the key point which keep us ahead in AI versus AI. But yes, another thing is AI tool is powerful, but how we use that AI tool is more important. So it's obviously we need to use this ethically and responsibility. But it's not like that. Okay, we have that tool. We just sit back and relax in our cabin or relax in our chair. AI tool will work by itself. So no, it's not like that. Humans should be there.
Yeah, that you have explained really well. Last but not the least, for upcoming CISOs and cybersecurity leaders, what mindset or skills do you believe are critical to harness AI effectively without falling into the trap of over-reliance?
Correct. So one of my friend made this kind of mistake only. They use AI like nothing else. They blindly follow the AI output. They blindly follow the AI actions. So the main thing, don't follow blindly. We have to be there. We have to identify, okay, what is the risk of that. AI will tell you, okay, regulatory says that this kind of attack should be it is possible. Regulatory says that okay, you need to enable MFA. But what is the risk if we don't enable the MFA? So by understanding that, by identifying that risk, we are the one who should be take a decision. It's not that okay, AI told me that enable uh, this MFA, so just Enable MFA. No, that should be some kind of sense and that should be some kind of risk calculation behind any action. So AI will not do that for you, but yes, AI will identify, okay, these are the potential risks, but we need to identify that, okay, what is the risk and how we can mitigate this. So for upcoming CISO and for upcoming cybersecurity professional, I suggest the same that, okay, follow your guts, follow the AI, but not blindly.
That's true, and that brings us to the end of this episode. Mr. Yogiraj Pattani, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
and
you.
sharing a sharp perspective on how AI is shaping the future of cybersecurity, from staying ahead of AI-driven threats to highlighting the importance of human layer in security. This conversation has truly been insightful. To our listeners, thank you for sipping on this strong brew of Tech Talk with us. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow the Tech Tea podcast for more conversations with the leaders driving digital change. I'm Divya Giri and I'll catch you in our next episode. Until then, stay secure and stay curious.